Hi, hope you're having a good day. My name's Glenn. I'm here to do a tutorial on The Water is Wide. I recently did a performance on my YouTube channel, and I thought it might be fun to show people what I'm doing. Not that it's all that unique, but it's just a little different. There's lots of versions of this song, all of them pretty great because it's a very nice song. Something I've loved since I was a teenager, about 15 or 16 years old, when I first heard Mary Travers sing it with Peter, Paul, and Mary. And then I've heard so many people sing it and play this instrumentally. So this is a good song to either sing or to play instrumentally. So let me play it through. I did my performance on Capo II. James Taylor plays this song on Capo III. I'm doing it here for this lesson, just no capo at all, just to keep it from being confusing about what notes, what key that I'm talking about. It's played in D. So the intro goes... Okay, so what am I doing? Well, the intro is basically starting on that open high E string and then goes into an A7 sus4. And I'm playing pairs of notes there to make a fuller sound. So you can see what's going on with my right hand in the camera. Go to the F sharp minor 7th, and going to an A 7th, no, A sus2, A suspended 2nd, and then you add the D note on the B string, which makes it an A sus4, suspended 4th. Resolve that on the D, and then you play that little lick there, which I'll teach you later in the video. Now here comes, so that's just the intro, and then from there you move into the melody. Okay, so I start out playing a D sus2, suspended 2nd, and then hammer on my middle finger onto the 2nd fret E string to make an F sharp note. Then add the G note to the E string, which is the 3rd fret on the high E string, basically making a D sus4. Then go to a G that has this 4-fingered D. A lot of people call it a G5. I don't know why. Well, because it's adding the 5th, the D note, to the G chord. And the reason I do that is, first of all, you already got your ring finger there because of the D chord, and then you can move right to the G and just leave that finger anchored there. Okay, kind of helps you know where you are. So I'm going the G note and then go to the G. Lift up your little finger so that the E now is open. Now you lift up the B string also, so you got that open B, and you're just following the melody of the song. What are you doing there? You're hitting the D string, and you're doing a downward D to C sharp to B, and you're hitting the B as part of a B minor chord. Now I tend to, when I do this B minor and on this particular song and many others, play it as a bar B minor chord, and it's just, this is the A minor configuration here, and you're just coming up 2 half steps to play a B minor, right? And then for interest, I like to reach up and hold on to the 5th string, the B note on the A string, which you'd normally hit on a B minor, but I'm not barring the rest of the strings, and that leaves the high E string open to play that E note open, added on to the B minor. So it's... So I shift my finger just a little. And you don't have to do that, it's just what I do. Go to a G quickly. So what are you doing? You're playing that G, and I'm not even holding down the high E string or the B string on this G note, because I'm gonna quickly move here and play those pairs of notes. And what am I playing? I'm playing open, G and E, and then alternating with the B string on my index finger. Now I play what amounts to a D6, and the D6 is played basically with the G string, 2nd fret, and the high E string, 2nd fret. So I'm playing an A and an F sharp note. Whoops. Okay, so I'm sliding up on the G string to the 4th fret, where I'm hitting a B and playing a G note on the high E string, and then going to a A7 sus4. Take that, lifting up my ring finger, now back to a full A. What am I doing there? Well, I'm doing the same pairs of notes I did just a minute ago. But now I go up one more to play an F sharp chord. Now, F sharp, how do I know? Well, here's a D minor. Here's an E minor. Here's an F sharp minor. Okay? Now, and I don't stay long on that full F sharp minor chord before I lift up my index finger and let the E string be open. And now I go to a D7 sus4, to a B minor, to a G. And this is what we use for an intro. Remember, G to A7 sus4 to an F sharp minor 7 to an A sus2 and then an A sus4 and then resolve it to a D. Now, what's going on with my right hand is, basically the notes that are in the melody I've got to hit with my thumb or my 2 fingers. I'm playing with a thumb, my index finger, and my middle finger. I can use my ring finger if I want to, but for a song like this, I don't. When I'm playing whole clusters of notes, things like that, I'll use that ring finger. Or there are times when I just need it. But mostly in this song, I'm just using thumb and first 2 fingers. So that D7 goes it hits the G note on the high E string, 3rd fret, so that's really a D7 sus4. Back to a normal D7 first position. Then lift the ring finger off to get an open E. So that's a D7 sus2, I suppose. And then add the D note with your pinky finger, which is B string, 3rd fret. That's really the melody you're playing. To B minor and then G, then A7 sus4, F sharp minor 7th, A sus2, and add that D note, which is 3rd fret B string, and then resolve it to a D. Now, that thing, what am I doing there? There's some hammer-ons and pull-offs. It's sort of a James Taylor, Tommy Emmanuel kind of lick, something that's fun to play, sounds very Celtic, and this is very much a Celtic song. And so I'm playing a D, hammering on to a D sus4 by adding the G note on the high E string, 3rd fret, by hammering on, and then pulling off. Now when I pull off, just lifting your finger isn't enough. It doesn't make very much noise, so I actually have to grab the string a little bit sideways and pull it, like that. Okay, and then my middle finger, after I pull off here, I'm playing the F sharp with 2nd fret high E string, and then doing a pull off there to get the open E, and then hammering back on to get back to the F sharp. And now, built into that is some little movements here with my index finger. And then I add the thumb in there too at the end of that little lick to give a little depth to the sound. So if I play it slow, like that, okay? So, one more time, and then we'll be done. Okay, I hope that teaches you a little bit. I hope that's helpful, and I try to keep this as short as I can so I don't waste too much of your time. Thank you for listening. Bye.